Well, sorry about keeping you guys here later than you had to be at the end there, but I felt I owed it to everybody. First of all, excited today for Sun Devil Athletics and, seeing what the hockey team did last night and then the announcement today and just wishing, nothing but the best here moving forward with Coach Dillingham, and he's going to bring great energy, and his press conference was amazing. Certainly mine wasn't as stellar as his, so, but he's, I think can infuse so much life into that program, and just excited to see it happen. As far as the game, I knew this was going to be a hard-played game, very scrappy opponent, very similar to some other opponents we had. I think even, probably more formidable in certain ways, and there was no quitting them, no giving them. They played the whole game, just as I told our team, before as we're preparing. Overall, just really pleased with our ball movement. I think 20 assists again, and it wasn't on scripted plays. It was on guys in the transition, the open court, making great decisions. The lobs and just really good passing and unselfishness.
You also held, and according to I think the second lowest field goal percentage in the AFC. What do you think about your defense?
Yeah, I mean, I almost don't initially talk about it anymore, just because you look at the stat sheet and you see the assist total jump out and you say that's great. We're playing team basketball, but we can't take that for granted. Just how high level we are playing that end. Just unbelievable energy, and we have a deep team with a lot of guys we could bring in, and so it's and we got a lot of length around the basket. So I think we could hopefully we can continue to play that way at that end of the floor.
Were you a little worried that it was just so sluggish early and you couldn't gain some separation until halfway through the second half?
No, the other games I watched with them, I mean, they went on the road and beat Wichita State. I'm watching Ole Miss, and it was a 1-point game, 10 minutes left, and they're a hard team to put away, and you're not going to put them away, in a first round knockout. They're not that style of team. So I thought we had some shots that didn't fall, from three in the first half that could have given us a little more separation, and certainly think we could have had double-figure advantage at halftime. I called, one of the worst timeouts I've probably called since I've been here.
What about Warren Washington? He's earlier games, some foul trouble, some other, maybe not getting the ball a lot, but this game, a lot of those PNR situations were great.
Yeah, he's a big target. Guys are knowing, and it's a matter of getting a feel for playing with him, and him and Zoe could really climb the ladder and go get the ball, and he really ran the floor well. I thought we outran their bigs, and Warren was definitely a part of that. So I was happy to see him again put another solid game together for us.
How does that feel as a coach when you probably really haven't had that capability in a few years?
Yeah, and you got some guards that could pass, and you got some guys that could score, and Dez already has that connection with Warren to find him from years of playing together, and I think guys are again gaining confidence, knowing that they could get him the ball and he's going to finish around the basket. The points in the paint was great, 24-6, I think it was at halftime. So that's where we started, building our advantage.
Does it seem when you're playing that way that it's more repeatable, that you guys can sustain that from game to game?
I think it starts with how we defend, and you brought it up, Chris. So it was, if we guard like that every game, we're going to get stops, and then we're going to get in the open court, and then we could, go on some of those scoring runs like we did in the first half if we make that commitment. And so far, every game we have, not so much at times at Texas Southern, especially late in the game, but for the most part all year we've guarded.
You're pretty pleased with the team is going into conference play now?
Yeah, we touched on it briefly, and I didn't want to, part of me wanted to bring it up as we prepare for this, what a big week it is, with 3 games, Sunday to Sunday, and 2 of them being Pac-12 games, but just kind of brought it to everyone's attention, got to ramp it up, take it to another level, how important it is to try and get off to a good start in the regular season here this week.